is lost. No one is immune. We all will know loss when we're under the pale moon.
Ah.
Yo.
Hey, working. All right, good. We got everybody back. I see Bass in there. Hey, welcome. It's UPM Game. We're doing our weekly game, our Sunday game, our lazy 9:30 till 12 Eastern Standard Time. Come by, hang out, watch the VOD, go check out the podcast on the YouTubes, etc., etc. We had a short one last week. Well, not really that short, I guess, but we ended at 11. This week, again, we'll just go till midnight and or to the end of our material and play. Last week, who were we missing?
That's all we have for tonight.
That's all we got.
Thanks for coming by.
Let's rate out. Goodbye. Oh, man. We were missing somebody last week. Who wasn't here?
Liam.
Oh, there was no dwarf. That's right. I took the dwarf off the screen. Yes. Liam was not here. So Liam missed that after we had defeated the Dragonborn and the Necromancy Dragonborn, protecting the crystal, we had made our way down deeper into the temple and discovered a room with the image of a man in a cloak and a cowl holding a long rod up to a portal which seemed to be surrounded by magic. We didn't quite know what was happening, but we got the idea that he had the same rod we had. However, our rod was only half of the imagery of what was depicted. In the room, we found some stone bars and a secret little room off to the side, but we couldn't get through. We tried some different things. Magic was blocking us, etc., etc. From there, we made our way north down to a room dominated by two giant scorpions, which had killed some Dragonborn who had passed through. Looks like some Dragonborn had sacrificed themselves to get the rest of the group through. From there, we weren't too keen to get into the battle with the scorpions, so we came back up and looked around and found a secret door. Secret door were 3 statues of snakes, very tall statues of snakes, with yellow gemstone eyes. Jackson pushed the center one to the side and went through a tiny hole at the bottom, leading him back to the room where the image of the portal was. He recovered the other half of the rod and put them together to form a larger rod as per the mural on the wall. He also recovered a cloak, a journal, and it's escaping me what the third thing was. He got something else.
Journal. Book. No, that's the journal, sorry.
Pendant? No, I forget what it was. There was a chest.
Escapes my mind. A bell.
A bell, yes.
It was a bell.
And a bell, yes.
Yeah, in the chest was the other half of the rod. Came back through, made our way down, revisited the scorpions, and our plan was to distract them with Jackson as the bait and run across the room, which we did, as Jackson got picked up a couple times, grappled, stabbed with some scorpion tails, hit with the claws, etc., etc. We got through the room, did some healing. The remainder of our healing left. We're all in bad shape.
We're all busted up.
Right on the other side of the scorpion room. And that's kind of where we stopped. We're kind of counting our supplies, our healing, and what we had left in the tank type thing. Welcome to Bearded 2. Bearded's here. Bearded and gnarly. Woohoo!
Yep. We should leave. we're busted up. We should leave. I don't know where we're going, but we should leave.
So now you're all there, back together, on the other side of this room with these scorpions you did not fight in any way, I don't think. You simply ran from them, which is fine, perfectly fine. Oh no, you did hurt him a bit. You did.
I'm gonna say I was hitting him with some
Yeah, Clairval was fighting them, and everybody else was like, "We gotta go," and Clairval was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna sing to them."
They get a little scratch, yeah. You scratch them a bit.
What was Branthron doing while this was happening?
Branthron did run through the room. I think you threw your hammer at one point, but I don't know if you hit. You got to the other end of the room and you tried to get Jackson free at one point, whipped the hammer at it.
Yeah, so just like May, all your stuff is broken now.
That's what I was wondering.
Because the DM ran you.
Took off all your armor.
All right.
But
Tried to ride
the idea was to
Scorpion.
get across the room, not to fight, so you did get across the room with minimal battling.
At least all my armor's not damaged, and I'm not standing there naked.
No, you're fine. For now.
For now, yes.
First,
That's the
first
key
roll,
words for
you roll a 1, all your armor falls off.
Tiny little rust monster stuck up your sleeve as you were walking through. Didn't see it.
So, for now, that is anyway where we are.
Yeah, if we
got
try
through
to
the
go
door,
back
what's-
through, we got those scorpions, and then way further back, there's one of those blue glowing skeletons still.
Oh, there's two of them, I think, way back at the.
Oh, yeah, way
where-
back, yeah.
Near where May
Yeah.
is,
Mm-hmm.
where May and the donkey are, and the wolf. Hopefully, May got bored and went back to the ship, or went back to not the ship, but back
There's
to the
no
portal.
ship, yeah.
Back to the portal already. What's in this room? So we went through a doorway.
You're in a
That's where we
hallway
stopped, right?
currently. You
Hallway.
came in through a doorway they couldn't fit and into a hallway. Type thing.
What's in the hall?
A floor, ceiling, and walls. And it
Typical hallway.
continues on.
Like, are there any doors, or just it's a hallway that goes on forever?
Goes further into the temple.
Yeah.
Because you're just on the other side, as far as I can tell.
But we're
Just
all
me.
hurt. I don't know how hurt everyone else is. I'm
No,
pretty
you-
well. I'm hurt pretty good.
I was gonna say you just had a short rest. Like
Yeah,
not even a room or so
Before
ago.
our battles. Before our battles.
Rah.
I'm pretty roughed up, but like, we gotta keep moving.
Oh, we got to keep moving, yeah, because there's got to be a way out of here.
Okay.
Well, I mean, there doesn't have to be a way out of here. We might have been lured into the DM's death spiral.
It's a death dungeon.
Yep, could be.
It will be.
Character
All
builds
right.
are fun sometimes.
There'll be one person that survives, and it'll be whoever ate the green moss or whatever that stuff was. The blue moss.
the blue.
To beat
mineral.
Jackson.
All right, continue on.
Yep.
Now,
Sure.
last time we had Jackson in the lead. Is he still in the lead?
No,
Okay.
he didn't beat the shit. He's not taking point at this point.
Who's in first?
No, he's on. Yeah, he's on first.
I've got almost half my health. I guess I'll go first for now.
All right, give me perception.
I can go up there with Cal.
All
Since I haven't done anything.
Since you haven't done anything yet. So we got a 15 for perception.
And I got a natural 20.
Oh, nice. Those look pretty good.
And
All
that
right.
beats a 1.
Pizza one. All right, as you make your way down the hallway further into the temple, you, Mr. Branthron, will notice first light up ahead. So the hallway's pretty dark. You got dark vision, most of you. Some of the humans may have torches with them. I forget. I'm assuming they do. As you
Didn't
make,
give them the torches yet.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, as you're making your way down. But Branthron, light up ahead
Excuse me.
catches your eye. Seems to be moving about, casting shadows. Almost like a fire at some point. Not a raging inferno, just like maybe a torchlight or something like that. Way down the hall up ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna relay that to everybody.
Okay. All right. The Kylok tells you first you're there. Says out to the group, hey, we got some light up ahead. Something's up ahead here. Proceed as normal.
We got two choices. We got light up ahead to go see what it is, or we go back to see the scorpions we all loved.
Yeah.
We could try stealthily going up.
All right.
Handy there, Clanky?
How do we want to stealth? Do we have any spells left, or do we want to manually stealth?
I got no spells left. I'm out of spells.
Use a
Yeah.
spell. Yeah, no.
I don't. Yeah, no. I'm loud.
I've got a silence, but like, do we really want to blow a silence at this point?
Okay, look, I
No.
rolled a 17 for stealth. I can go check it out and come back.
All right, go check it out.
All right.
We'll miss you. We'll sing songs of your greatness.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Make way up the hall, down to where you see light until, of course, you see a doorway. No doors, just an arch like before. And you see a room up ahead looking... I'm not going to have you go... Well, it's up to you. Do you want to go right up to the doorway and look in, or do you want to look from the hall?
I'm pretty well stealth. I'll go up just to get a glimpse.
Okay.
Not gonna stick my head in and go, hey guys, how's it going?
All right. Make your way up. Stick your head in.
Not sticking my head in.
All right. All right. Make your way up and you look inside. You can see through this doorway on the far wall right across, there's a bookcase full of books. A lot of books. Most of them are about 50% on the shelf, 50% tattered on the floor. Look like they've been pulled off and they're thrown about the room. You can see a brazier at the end of the doorway on the other side in the room that's lit up the room. Deep shadows going, fire flickering, making some light, but also casting deep shadows around the room. There is a small table against or near the bookshelf on the far side of the room as well, and a little staircase leading from the hall down into the room. You don't see anybody. You don't hear anybody with a 17. Seems rather quiet.
Too quiet.
Too quiet. What was your perception again? Sorry. In the hallway, 15?
15, yeah.
15. I will say you do hear something coming from your left. Far off. Sounds like water. But not water rushing, water gurgling, churning.
Turning. Okay, to the left. Far off sound.
To the left. To the left. To the left.
To the left. All right. So is there a shadow here somewhere?
Oh, shadows everywhere.
Okay, I'm going to just hang back in the shadow, still
Okay.
stealthing, just and crouch for let's say 5 minutes and just see what
Wow.
happens in the room.
Okay. Are you going into the room or staying in the hall?
Stay in the hall. I'm just gonna watch from what I can see to see if there's any. If there's somebody in there, they may move.
Okay,
if they're
good call,
Away
good
for
call.
like 5 minutes.
All
I just
right.
want to see because there's a few shadows that I can't tell what's in them.
Okay. Okay. You hang out there, looking at the shadows, trying to get a feed of the room, listening, watching, see if anything moves. Anybody walks by, any footsteps? Nothing. 5 minutes go by, dead quiet, except for the churning of the water far off.
Do I smell anything?
You smell smell of old books, wood, not rotting wood, but like fine mahogany.
Rotten burgundy.
Every once in a while, you get a very faint smell of like rot. Not wood rot, like human rot, kind of thing. But very faint.
Faint flesh rot smell. Okay. Can I tell where that smell is coming from? The general direction.
No, you're in the hallway looking in the room.
All right. All right. I will head back down to the guys and let them know.
All right. 5 minutes goes by. He finally comes back.
We were so you.
I had to case the place out. It's a big room. There's a bunch of books in there. It looks like somebody rummaged through looking for something special. I don't know if they found it, but there's 50% on the floor, 50% in the racking,
Well,
Is it
if
small?
there's 50% gone through and 50% left,
They probably
that means
found
they probably
something.
found it because they wouldn't stop looking if they hadn't found it.
And
Now,
10%
there's a lot
on
of
the
books, so
desk.
they might have spent their whole life looking and died, because there is a smell of rotting flesh in there.
Is there a body in there?
I couldn't see. There's a lot of shadows. There's a brazier that's flickering light, throwing cascading light all over the room. But nothing moved for 5 minutes, so my little hunter sense would be that there's nobody in there. If there
My
is,
literal hunter sense, is that what we're calling it now? Because if we are, I take issue with that.
That's as bad as the spider tingle.
my spider tingle.
Do you want to feel it?
No.
Get your mind out of the gutter. Yeah, so I believe we should be okay to move into the room.
All right. That's what he tells you. What do you want to do? Everybody going to follow him up?
Sure. He's the one leading the way. No reason not to.
All right, you lead him back up to the end of the hallway to where the doorway is, and everybody can see that there's some kind of brazier to the left on the other side of this archway doorway. And the room itself is not so big. Like, you look into it and you can see a table, and then beyond that a bookcase, probably, I don't know, 10, 15 feet, the room maximum, right? Deep shadows all over, the firelight flickering. Books on the far side seem to be on some on the bookcase, some spilled on the floor, that kind of thing. Where do you want to go from here?
You said there's a desk in the room
There's a desk in the room, yeah.
with some books on it as well.
A couple there, yeah.
I'll go take a look and see what those books are.
All right, Jackson makes his way down a little staircase, so 3 little wooden stairs, into the room. When you enter the room, you see on your right, there's a wall, not far off, a couple feet over. But to your left, the room continues for about 10 to 15 feet, and then there's another archway doorway, another room that's about 10 to 15 feet big again, and then another archway doorway, another room beyond that. So pretty much 3 rooms in a row, separated by a door to your left, or by 2 doors to your left. Along the far wall, bookcases tend to run along as far as you can see, and you can still hear water coming from somewhere down past your field of vision, one of the rooms further down. Walk over to the little desk and you see some books.
How many doors were there?
2 doors that you could see. That'd be within your 60, 10, 20,
On which wall?
Entering the room, if you come in, it'd be immediately on your left.
Oh, okay.
Alright, taking a look at these books.
Jackson goes over, just looking at the books, picks one up or 2. Written in an unknown language, something you don't understand. Kind of flick it open or look at it or whatever. They're in good shape. They're not old. They're not musty. They're not tattered, anything like that. But just written in a language you don't understand. A lot of words in them. A couple drawings here and there could relate to anything. There's a lot of depictions of the city, how it was before, with all the temples and that kind of thing.
A lot of books about sand.
A lot of books about sand.
How coarse it is. How rough it is.
I was just going to say how coarse it is.
everywhere.
That gets into everything. How they hate it.
Alright. I will take the biggest, heaviest looking one that's on the table with me.
All right. Fair enough. All right. Make a note. You get one of the books from this temple. Find a nice one. Something, leather bound with some gold etching on the front. A little book tab ribbon in there. Looking nice. Pick that up. You guys spill into the room behind him?
Yeah, I'm going to go over and look at the bookcase.
Okay.
Bookcases, I guess. Are there any, just scanning the bookcases, are there any books that have a title on it that is anything close to anything I would recognize?
No.
Nothing is all from this plane then. Okay.
All written in a different
Or this
language.
language or whatever.
Different alphabet, different language.
I'm gonna look around for a dead body.
All right.
You smelled that too, did you?
All right.
Something.
Branthrin, give me investigation.
I can't quite place it. There's something in the air.
I love the bomb books.
It's a hint of
13.
13?
hint of sweat, sweat and mahogany.
The table's a mimic.
And what then Jack has already eaten.
Branthrin, you start looking around. Whatnot. Guys are at the bookcase looking around on the desk here and there. You walk around, kind of walk to your left, walk over to the archway opening that spills over into the next room. Put your hand up on the door frame kind of thing. Look beyond. Looks almost like another replica of the room you were just in. Continuing down, another bookcase on the, as you're looking that way, on the right-hand side now. Wall on the left-hand side, couple chairs, books on the floor, that kind of thing. Following kind of your nose, you see it picks up in this room. You can smell a little bit more of it, and gets a little heavier. It seems to be coming from the right, which is where the bookcase is, on that wall. In the second room somewhere.
See, I told you the guy died before he got the book he needed.
I'm gonna grab a book off the shelf in this room and kind of toss it over.
All right, so grab a book off the shelf in the first room and throw it in the second.
Yeah.
Oh, here we
Just
go.
to
It's gonna
see-
come back through the other door.
All right, he kind of goes over, grabs a book, whatever, comes back away from you guys. You're doing your thing, throws it over into the other room. It hits the ground. Little thump, then it slides. You hear that ongoing churning of water, still a little bit far off, kind of stop for a second. You hear like the water fall and then go silent, and then slowly start churning, and then start churning again.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to the guys and explain what's going on here.
Okay.
What I heard.
All
Churning water, and it stopped. Something's over there. Cal, you go first.
There's
Cal
water.
goes first.
What's that?
So the other doorway, is it a door or is it an archway just like this one? You said there's two doors.
It'd be like the room you're in, right? And then an archway, no door, but like a door frame type deal, right? And then the same room again. So you'd be walking through the little doorway into another room just like this room. Same size,
Yeah.
same
You
idea.
said there was two doors on the left.
No. After that, there's another one beyond that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I want to go. Does that one an archway or does it have a door?
Archway.
Archway. I want to go.
I'm just saying
because
because most of you can see 60 feet.
Yeah, I want to go take a look in that one. Too. Well, he's coming back.
All right, so Branthrin came in this room. You kind of walk by him. You go into room number 2. And
Not
then
all
you,
the way in. I'm looking in.
okay, you're
Peering
looking.
in
All right,
from
so
the door frame.
you go about where Branthrin went. You look in. You see the book he threw on the floor. You kind
Oh,
of.
it's door goes to the same room.
All
It
right.
is the same. There's only one there.
Hold on, I'm gonna draw it. I don't think you get it yet. I'll draw it, just in case.
You don't get it.
You
do you?
don't get yours, Stan.
There's two doors that go to the same room at different ends. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Well,
No,
how's
he
there two
means
doors?
There's one door, and then but beyond that, there's another door.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't like two because he said two doors on the left. So that's
I'll
what was-
try to
pretty
explain
quote.
it. I'll try to explain a little bit better, if I can, the best
He's
I
getting
can.
his super sketch map.
Here he goes.
He's
Super
getting his
skip.
Clippy.
This
Clippy
was a lot
assisted.
easier with a game, man. I'm just saying.
Clippy assisted. Well, if he had time to draw these things beforehand, he could just put it in the little map window. there.
Listen,
You could see
I
it.
explained them perfectly well.
He needs a second
No.
camera so he can
No.
have drawings on hand at all times. See, there's the map.
We should always, from now on, it's going to be. I'm not really sure. I don't know. Can you draw it?
Can you draw that for me in Paint? Can you draw
Yeah.
that in MS Paint?
And we need their name too.
Get the idea? There.
Okay, so it's
All
like
right, so you came
a
from
room
the-
and another room.
You came from the down hallway. You went straight You look through, you saw a bookcase on the top. You look to your left, you see an archway. It looks like a copy of that room, then an archway, then a copy of that room, and an archway, a copy of that room, as far as you could see, right? So it's a series of rooms all lined up with doorways going through them.
I get it.
Books upon
Yeah.
In succession. I
Yeah.
get it.
Succession.
All right, so never mind then. I won't go look at the other. Because it takes me all the way through the room. All right, so we heard the churning sound stop when he threw the book in.
Yeah. Well, he did. You didn't hear it. He could be lying. You don't know.
that's
How well do you know Brantham?
Yeah, because Branson lies all the time. Yeah. Even when he's drunk, he doesn't lie.
Yes, he heard something far off. So he heard something beyond the second room. There was water beyond, and he heard it stop and then start back up again.
Well, did we find anything in this room?
There was books.
There's a bunch of books and some more books.
And lots of books. I know. I saw the books. I scanned the books to see if there's anything I haven't read, but it's all foreign.
I can only give you what you tell me what you've looked at. Did I see a pair of shoes at the bottom of the bookcase? Oh yeah, of course they're there. You know, I can't tell you. If you say I looked at the books, you looked at the books.
Is there a table you said?
There was a table, yes.
No, I'm going to investigate the table.
All right.
Push Jackson out of the way.
Make your way over, investigate the table. Give me a, sorry. What was your investigation? It was pretty good, right?
13.
All right, let's keep your 13. You're investigating in the main room. Come back in the main room after you heard the noise and whatnot, and you're looking around. You look up, and you see the roof is pretty tall in this room for what it is. And looking around, you go over and you look at the table. Move some of the books out of the way, kind of here and there, and you see some large gashes in the wood. It seemed to be like claw marks, but very large.
Is it a big table?
Not ripped apart terribly, but some claw marks.
Ranger, maybe
Yeah.
you can give us some context for what could have made claw marks this size, you know? Was it a cat? Was it a badger? Was it a bear? Was it a dragon? Was it a giant cat-headed god?
I think it was a bored guy looking through a book, but okay, let me investigate. What do you want, investigation?
Yeah, sure. Or survival, whatever you want. I don't know. You're
Investigation
ranger.
sucks. Okay, I do survival.
Give me your ranger abilities, ranger.
Survival. I've rolled a 1.
Oh.
I don't know. I could take a
I'm
closer
so
look
glad
at
we
it.
have a ranger with us. Where's
Oh,
Bay?
he hits his head off the table.
It's
Let
just
me-
off the table.
Let me get it. Let me get a torch. I'm gonna it's a little dark in here. I'm gonna grab Kai's torch. I'll try it again.
Rolls the 1, lights all the books on fire.
This time we got it.
The
This
table
time
goes
we
up
got a
in flames.
12. We got a 12 this time.
All right. They are being a ranger and looking up close here a little better with the light. You can determine that these are, it would be on a humanoid, and the only thing you can link it to more is like the Dragonborn, right? Like these Dragonborn type creatures. They were looking at books and using the table, using the room. They've left these marks, but they're a lot larger than the Dragonborn you're following.
Very big Dragonborn. Not quite the size of a dragon, but bigger than a dragon.
Could be the size of a dragon.
Could be the size of a dragon.
Very big.
Sorry, my brain is telling me different things at different times. So.
Large claw marks.
Large claw marks, but similar to the Dragonborns.
Again, not in a violent manner or an attacking manner, but in a I've used this desk and I was moving things around manner.
And it's not their desk, so they don't care if they write that they love Dragonborn number 2 in the desk. Dragonborn number 1 plus Dragonborn number 2. Love you always. That's what it says right there.
But that's what you see, Mr. Branthrin, while you investigate more of the room in this first room.
All right.
How big is this room?
The room itself, again, is not that big. 10 or 15 feet by about the same. However, it's tall.
So we can see into the corners and everything. We just can't see. Can we see the ceiling?
Ceiling, I believe, would go beyond your 60 feet. It'd be dark.
So there could be something hiding on the ceiling that we don't see, watching us.
If you were to
Always watching.
investigate a little more and like use one of the little chairs and raise your torch, you can see a ceiling up there. It'll be a ways up.
So nothing on the ceiling. Okay.
Nothing on the ceiling.
This room's clear. Let's. Why don't we move on to the next one?
Sure thing.
Have we established what's making? Because I'm still trying to wrap my head around the water. So it sounds like the water's churning, and then it stops. And then it's churning again. Then it stops. Right?
I did it once.
Oh, I just did it once.
When Brantham threw a book
Yeah,
in
when I
there.
threw the book.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Clairval, I find in these
Or
situations
did it?
not to put too much thought into it because it might not be anything. So why don't we go
Maybe
in the next
that's why
room?
you're barely alive.
I'm okay. I made one little mistake and followed Jackson across a chasm into a barrier that ended up in acid.
You did
happened.
what? Jeez.
It happens.
Yeah, we can go into the next room and follow the sound of the water.
All right, so Kylo and Brantham in the lead, correct?
Sure.
Okay. Walk through the little door frame into the next room. Go about halfway in, right?
Oh, you first, sir. We can't go in together. It's a little door frame. We get stuck.
Make your way through. Walk up to
I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna step into the room and I'm gonna investigate for any traps on the floor or anything that might kill me.
Did I say I walk into the room? I meant I crawl inch by inch looking for traps.
I don't think I said I walked into the room. I think you said you walked into the room.
Oh, give me an investigation as you go in, Mr. Brantham.
So another gun. Oh, that's good. 20.
Oh,
Not-
20. Nice.
Did he get a 20?
Not
Yeah,
enough.
not natural. But 20.
That's okay. Brantham, you come into the room and you're investigating, looking around for anything that would look like a trap. You walk into the room, up to the book you threw on the floor. It's near the center of the room. Make your way over. Kind of stop. Bend over, pick the book up. Look around the room. Don't see anything that would be so much of a trap. But again, that smell hits you, and it's a lot harder. And with a 20, you kind of turn to the back wall of the room where the bookcase is, and you look at it, looking for traps, just checking it out. And you think you can see that the bookcase itself isn't across the whole back of the wall like the other one, but it's across the wall and then kind of stops and then goes about 3 feet, stops, and then goes again. And they're all tight together.
I use my survival to track the smell.
Okay.
It's a 13.
All right. So you can kind of get to the smells coming from the top of the room where the bookcase is. Brantham points out, hey, there's a part of the bookcase there. It's about 3 feet wide, top to bottom, about the size of a doorway kind of thing. Blends in with the other two cases. He points it. You can't see it. He points it out, takes a minute. You're like, oh, shit. Okay, yeah, there is something there.
Did you figure out how to open it, Brantham? Since you were investigating it?
I don't know. Okay.
Do you wish to?
Well, you got a 20 on your investigation.
I know. I'm just wondering if he's looking for that or just looking in general.
Sure.
Because the
Go
smell's
for it.
coming from that direction.
All right, Brantham, with his 20, we'll go over. He kind of plays with it for a bit. Notices some books, of course, on the shelf on the floor. There's something there. Knocks one or two out of the way. Sees a little lever at the back of the bookcase. He points it. You can't see it. He points it out, takes a minute. You're like, oh, shit. Okay, yeah, there is something there. Did you figure out how to open it, Brantham?
Well, you got a 20 on your investigation.
All right, Brantham, with his 20, we'll go over. He kind of plays with it for a bit. Notices some books, of course, on the shelf on the floor. There's something there. Knocks one or two out of the way. Sees a little lever at the back of the bookcase.
I'm gonna give it a pull.
All right. Put your
Hold it.
you got to put your hand into the hole.
We do have
I don't know
Kai.
that.
We do have Kai with us if you'd like him to check it first.
Yeah, I think he's gonna check it for traps.
Kai goes over, he looks at it, he goes, "Yeah, it should be fine. Put your hand in there."
Oh boy.
Should be fine.
I am going to. I'm going to take my hand axe and put it in there. And try and, okay.
All right. Put your hand axe in there and you mess around with it. You got a 20. You pull on that thing. You hear it give way. The bookcase itself will move backwards, kind of like you can hear grinding on the floor from it, and then it slides over to the side, revealing a doorway into a room beyond. Stench is overpowering coming out of that room, dark in that room.
Is that dark vision? Any people with dark vision?
You had to do that. That scared the hell out of me. Thank you, sir. Thank
I saw
you
your
for
little
the
bar
bits.
needed some additions.
I love that thing.
That's cute.
The images, the sound is from something else.
You sound like in Japan.
It's not in English. All right, so.
So the door opened up.
Dark room beyond. Anybody want to go look in it? Anybody want to go in it?
Jackson will take a look.
All
Is
right.
the smell getting more intense since the door?
Oh yeah, it's overwhelming from the door. Jackson, you go up, take a look in it. Smell doesn't seem to bother you at all. Looking into the
Well,
room.
He has to live with his own stench day in, day out. Not much to get to him.
Looking into the room, you see rows and rows of wrapped mummies standing throughout the room. Back to back, almost like an army formation in this room. This room's probably about 30 by 30, full of these creatures, completely not moving, standing silently, quiet, just in the middle of the room, covered in a bluish mineral. One at the front is standing with his two hands like this. Seems to have a golden trinket of some type in one, and what looks like a parchment or scroll in the other.
His hands are both open.
Hands are both open.
I'm thinking Kara might want us to burn this room when we're done. So
I'm not opposed to a little bit of arson.
so if you want to take those things, you should take them now before we burn the room.
How far away is this person holding the gold trinket?
Let's say about 60, or wait a minute, sorry, what was the room? I had the room at, shit, what'd I say, about
You said 30 by 30.
30 by 30. So we'll say, maybe 8 feet or so into the room.
Oh, so he's like right there.
Yeah. Room's full of these guys.
Is he facing us or facing the guys?
Facing you.
Is there any water in here?
No water in here.
You still hear it churning?
You hear churning from the room beyond, yeah.
From which room beyond?
Third room to your
The
left
okay,
when you
third
first
room.
came in,
Okay,
yeah.
so it's not coming from in here or behind here.
Correct, no.
Is there anything on the walls in this room?
There are markings on the walls of this room, yes. Doesn't look like a language again or anything like that, but some kind of arcane markings all over the room.
Knowledge Arcana, do I recognize any of these markings?
Okay.
With a 17.
17's pretty good. The markings will relate to travel and invasion.
Travel and evasion. Okay. The evasion, does that remind me at all of my blur spell?
Oh,
Would it be similar arcane markings?
pardon me, invasion.
Oh, okay, invasion. Travel and invasion, okay. From that, Jackson's assuming some sort of teleportation room. Does not like that idea much.
Coward.
Says the silk-shirted gentleman at the back of the room, far from the door.
Somebody's got to write down the story, or nobody's going to believe it.
Yeah, somebody's got to be able to write it and run away when we all die. Relate the story.
I do appreciate that you finally acknowledged that it's the when, not if.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, were you expecting to have a retirement plan or something? I
we
wasn't.
got a nice house, some chickens.
Yeah, I don't think the Adventure Guild gives away 401ks.
No, the chickens are a 401k. You're gonna sell eggs every day.
All right, are we stealing the things in this guy's hand and then setting fire to his place, or?
Yeah,
You have
what's
a means to set fire to this place? Because I don't.
what's Kara feeling about this room?
Kara will not go near it. She warns you of the same. This is a room of undeath, an unholy place. As she's talking and telling you this kind of stuff, of course, Jackson's ears are like fuzzed over, barely hearing these words as he makes his way in there.
There's a gold trinket. I'm distracted.
He's got a golden reliquary in one hand. He's got a parchment in the other hand. He's looking at the walls. It talked about transportation, invasion, and something catches your eye at the back on the wall. Very ominous. A large drawing of like a crude drawing of some kind of structure or archway with a circle in the middle. And it also looks like, rows and rows of small beings trying to make their way through this thing.
And again, they're gonna come to our world and kill us all.
Or did they come from another world to this place and kill everyone here?
Wouldn't be surprised by that one.
Because
Or
they're now inactive. So
If they come to your world, they're gonna have to deal with all those demons.
yeah, the demons will eat them for lunch. and all the people.
So you guys are talking out in the room. What's her name? Kara is like hard against this. Thinks, of course, it should be destroyed. That kind of thing. As Jackson's walking around, kind of like looking around, thinking about
Kara,
it,
would you
checking everything
say the
out.
best way to do it would be to burn it all?
She'll say, well, I don't want to use the word engineer, but I'll use it. I'm no engineer, but what happens if you start a fire in an underground chamber?
Everyone nearby said underground chamber suffocates.
If we're in that chamber, there's a
Wouldn't-
door here that we can close.
Where would the smoke go?
Wherever the smoke goes in that room, I don't know. I'm not an engineer.
I don't know the proper term, but
Ask Branthran. He's a rock.
she does want it destroyed. Thinks it's a great idea, but to do so, she would suggest fleeing because the smoke, of course, would become overpowerful and start filling the chambers, right?
Well,
Let's check
we
that
were
other
going
room
to stay in the
before we do
room.
this.
Yeah, we'll check the next room first.
Okay. Did you happen to nip the 2 items while you're in there?
Not yet. I want to
Okay.
go look at the other room before we make this bad decision.
Good plan.
All right.
All
All right.
Jackson's still in there.
Jackson comes back. Or is he staying?
Jackson will come out of the room.
Okay.
But the wording, yes, is before we make this bad decision.
All right. Jackson comes out of the room. You guys look over
Quite odd of
to
you to think before you do bad decisions.
to another room. You see a
I think about it
door.
all the time. I just think it's funnier to do it.
All right, come out of the room. You guys look over to another room beyond. There's another door frame, essentially, in a room beyond. It's a copy of the same room. It has a bookcase on the northern wall, except at the far end of the room, there's a stairway going down at the end of the bookcase. Looks like it goes on to another hallway or beyond or who knows where. And in the bottom corner is a circular fountain. Just the base of a fountain. No middle piece, no middle structure. Water, however, is churning straight up, about 6 feet high, maybe 2-3 feet across from the base of this fountain.
Is there an exit from this room?
So into the room, about 10 to 15 feet into the room, there's a staircase on the northern wall at the end of the bookcase. Looks like it leads out of the room, directly across from the churning fountain at the southern part of the room.
Is there anything in the fountain?
How close do you want to go to the fountain?
There's
I'll go about 5 feet
Water
close to it.
a water sprite or something in the fountain.
It's a water sprite.
Water
Water.
elementals.
I was just going to say water.
Did you say about 5 feet?
Yeah.
All right. About 5 feet. In all fairness, me and you have to roll initiative just to see who acts first in the situation. I got a 7.
I got a 3.
Oh, sweet. All right.
And that's how they all died.
All right.
Hey, we're not necessarily in the room yet. You walked in.
Does a
That's how
16
Jackson-
hit
that's
you?
Jackson died.
It does.
All right. So with a 16, essentially, the water churning itself about 6 feet high or so raises a little bit up and kind of comes out of the fountain. It's this big 2 foot plus churning pillar of water. It comes in to where you are and surrounds you, essentially grappling you. You guys do notice this would be a water elemental. At this point, everybody gets to roll initiative because stuff happened.
Well, it's good that we have people that can talk to elementals.
5.
Seven.
5, 7.
19.
Oh.
Actually, 23. 22.
20. I'm going to put you at this. Okay. All right. We don't need this. We don't need that. And we'll put this in here. Okay, perfect. So we'll go creature and Jackson as our top of the round. So then from there we'll go Kyloke with the 23 or whatever you had. We'll drop down to Kai and Kara with a 12. Then we'll go to Clairval with the 5. No, Branthron with the 7. Then Clairval with the 5. And that should be everybody, I believe. Yeah, okay.
So Monster and Jackson are first.
So the
And
monster,
everybody else.
the monster's first. Essentially, it did go into his square on his turn. I'm going to give him basic damage for that, just straight damage for going into the...
You've returned.
Turbo Girl!
Turbo!
Subscription, 23 months.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, Beard just got a hydrate in there. I missed too. Okay.
Yep, do your
All right.
hydrate.
Let me get those. All right, so first before... Turbo! 10 points of bludgeoning damage as he kind of like aggressively comes into your square and grapples you. Your turn, you are going to be restrained and unable to breathe. Unless you breathe water,
I breathe
which you
water.
do. Never mind, you were just restrained.
Perfect
I'm
one to
just
go
gonna
in there.
straight up ask this thing in primordial. Why the hostility? Will you please let me go? Not even gonna bother to attack it. I'm just gonna ask, why the hostility? Please let me go.
Okay.
I love that Jackson's being diplomatic.
Yeah, I was going to say
It's
that.
water.
Different.
The only thing I will be civil with.
Yeah,
Um,
well, and the air elemental flies your ship.
I can't think of the proper term here. Help me out. What's the proper opposing
What?
check?
Oh, check for that.
You're being.
Would it
Damn it!
be
I'll look it up.
Trying
Persuasion.
to de-escalate.
Yeah, persuasive.
persuasion?
It's a 13 from Jackson.
Oh, okay. It's fairly good. You beat him on that. Anyway, you're persuading him. Why the hostility? Let me go. He says in Primordial, not dragon-blooded cannot pass.
I was trying to look in the fountain. I wasn't trying to pass. I
Okay.
was hoping for coins in the fountain.
All right.
He's a thief at heart.
Fair enough. What he'll
I
do?
am a pirate.
I know. Thief by definition.
Okay. He'll say, you're saying you're looking in the fountain. He says, nothing this way, nothing in fountain. Go back. And he'll essentially leave your square and go back into the fountain, putting you out of his grapple.
I'll turn to the party. He said, stay away. There's nothing else here. If we're not dragons, fuck off.
What'd you say to me?
Sounds simple enough, doesn't it? But we can't go back. There's scorpions back the other way.
Jackson is going to move a few feet back from this water elemental
Okay.
so that he doesn't get smacked again. He says, yeah, I know that, but I'm not saying that right in front of him.
I'm going to keep the initiatives in case we use them, but at this point, he's going to move back in the fountain if you don't proceed past him.
Does anybody have a freezing spell?
Someone has
Got
a
it.
frost katana.
I have a frost katana. I don't know what that would do to it. It'll hurt it. I can't just go form of ice. Or can I?
I love the realization. Wait a minute. Can I?
I don't know what the sword does completely yet.
Well, here, do this. Roll, we'll use survival because you're a ranger. Give me a survival roll. You've been around. You're
I got a 20.
there you go. You're a folk hero. You've been around. You're a ranger. You know different things. One of the things you know about elementals, if you hit a water elemental with cold, it will essentially freeze it. Now, it doesn't stop it in its tracks, but it slows him down. It reduces his speed and slows him down.
All right, so we got that in our back pocket.
Yeah.
Now, if it becomes ice, even though it's slow, do I know if it hits harder?
Ice
Is
elemental?
more solid than water. Yeah.
You know that you would just do a little bit of cold damage to it, enough to slow it down. Yeah. You're not essentially freezing it solid. Type thing.
Okay, I relay that to them.
I mean, it's something. We want to deal with the room full of enemies, or do we want to try to make this guy chill out?
But I'm bummed.
Everything.
I'm so proud of this.
Are you?
No.
Wow. So now
I had-
rubbing off on us. It's all the bad parts. It's all
Yeah,
the
yeah.
bad.
I love it.
Everyone expects the bard to make the horrible puns, but no, it is everybody the bard is
Everybody else.
That's what happens when you don't go to bard college.
Anyways, so we have this ice elemental. So he won't let us pass unless we have dragon blood.
Yeah, he said, he told Jackson in Primordial pretty much that he was preventing him from passing because he was not of dragon blood.
You should find out why.
I'll ask.
All right. Ask him in Primordial that. He will essentially tell you that he is a guardian. This is his task. keep anyone else out who shouldn't be in here. Similar to
Guardian.
our snake of 100 mage hands that we met
Yes,
upstairs.
but we
as
made
well.
a deal with him.
We did.
Maybe we can make a deal with this guy.
I'll ask him how long he's been down here, if he knows.
He could come with us.
Well, he'll say many years.
Wait, what year is it?
In this world, we
We
don't
even
know.
I don't have calendar.
It's the first thing we've been able to talk to. You could find out a lot of information right now.
Are you able to tell me what you guard?
I guard passage through the temple.
What we're looking for.
Who's this temple to?
Temple is to the god pharaoh.
Do you enjoy your post?
Get your-
I long to return to the elemental plane of water.
Sarah, is there any way that you would be able to help with that?
Are you letting us know what he's saying?
I will say that he wants to return home, but he is bound to this place to guard it.
She will say, unfortunately, there's not much I can do. I am not that powerful. I cannot transport anyone across planes.
I can't banish him. That's beyond my ability.
We have a staff that's supposed to open portals, don't we? We just have to figure out the knowledge of how to use it.
I have the knowledge for banishment, but not the capability to cast it.
Ask if he knows anything about the staff that you hold. Whoever has the staff. Who's got the staff?
Yeah, we'll bring out the rod and the staff and ask
Or
them both.
the rod, I mean, not the... We don't have a staff. It's a rod.
We do have a staff. We have the one that
Oh,
Jackson
right,
has.
Big guy's staff, but that's on the... Isn't that on the donkey?
Oh, not that
No,
one.
not that one.
Oh, not that one. Different one.
The
Okay.
one Jackson has been bonking people with.
We have three
Oh, okay.
staffs. Elemental will say, I do not know.
Alright. If I were to... Yeah. Jackson will ask the party. If I were to give you the instruction on how to banish something, could either of you do it?
What level's banishment?
Level
Lucky
4. It is one of the spells from the Lich's spellbook. So Jackson has the knowledge of it, but not the ability to cast it.
Paladin, Cleric, Sorcerer, Warlock, Wizard. It's a 4th level abjuration spell.
Just checking something here.
So not likely that any of us could actually cast it right now.
Kara can do 4th level spells, but
I definitely can't.
she would need to scroll or something, wouldn't she?
Can you make a scroll?
I would have to be able to cast a spell to create a 4th level spell for it. I cannot create something I cannot cast.
Okay.
Also, off my paper. It's kind of fucked up.
There's a whole bunch of books in the other room. We can write. I'm sure we can find a blank page. If you
That
need
is
it.
true.
However, you'd have to be able to describe it.
Is there a way we could transport this elemental to somebody who would be able to?
Anybody got a jar?
Does anybody have a jar?
Thing's over 6 feet tall.
A big jar.
A big jar.
A big jar.
I mean, he could if he could split himself up, maybe.
Doesn't look easily transportable.
Can you ask him how we got here?
I will ask
Clerical, you
that.
can't open a portal at all for anything?
It's not a clerical spell. I can't cast that.
No, not specifically banish. Can you open anything else?
If you ask that, he will say he was summoned here.
By whom?
Best he can say is dragon blood.
If we bring you dragon blood, will you let us pass?
Says, no, you must be of dragon blood.
If we have a way to get you back home, would it be a good idea to let us pass?
He said, if you could return me to the elemental plane of water, I would not be here to block you from proceeding.
But that's the way we would have to go.
Yeah, we have to break his bond. We should dig more information out of him if he knows anything. Does he know anything about the God Pharaoh?
I'll ask him about the origin of the god Pharaoh and how this place came to be.
And if the God Pharaoh's still actually around.
And that, yeah.
He will say, this was not always a temple to the god Pharaoh. This was a temple to a different god, he will say, but leave it pretty much at that. He will say, the god Pharaoh changed the temple, changed the history, and the people believed him.
I will relay this.
Where are the people now?
He will say, some of the people are in the other room. Most of the people are dead.
The dead mummies.
Yeah, no, they're not blue though, right?
Well, they're blue.
Yeah, they were blue. Ask him what animates them, because they're not currently animated, just so we are aware.
Are the runes in the room what will bring them to life? Or are they in some sort of stasis?
The runes he doesn't know anything about. He says, the undead wait.
They're undead? That means that they are aware to some degree. Do they wait for
What
the
are they
god
waiting
Pharaoh?
for?
Let me see if I can see something here.
Do they wait for... I missed that. Do they wait for what?
Do they wait for the god Pharaoh?
They
There's
have.
probably a pretty simple trigger to get them going, and then we're fucked.
He'll say, the mineral has changed them. They have no emotions. They do not hesitate. They are not disloyal.
Okay, that's got Jackson a little bit concerned. Does the mineral cause loyalty to a specific being? Or just make them susceptible to orders?
No, they're just following out the instructions they were given. You're not charming or convincing or reasoning with these fuckers.
Exactly.
No, but did the mineral make them susceptible to command from...
A specific being, or
Yeah.
is it...
He doesn't go that far in.
You don't know.
Alright. If we can go into the other room, I'm sure that we could write the inscriptions down to teach Kara how to banish something. It might take time. And then we would need something distasteful to the creature.
Okay, let's go. With the camera?
I missed that.
Yeah. They got a little mumbly.
It was like Charlie Brown's teacher was here.
like a frost katana.
A Frascatana.
Would that be distasteful?
I was thinking more
mean-
like a chewy dwarf, but yeah.
Teaching Kara banishment would be hard because you have to essentially would have to scribe a scroll unofficially, right? Which would take time and resources and everything else, which you don't really have.
Yeah.
Don't we?
No.
Don't we?
So it looks like we're gonna have to just try and get past this thing.
If we best you, will you be sent back home?
Yes.
Would you allow that, or would you fight back?
I would.
I am asking if you will let us.
Would you, do you yield?
No, because he would still be dead. You'd still kill him, right? And then he would return to the main plane.
And have to reform a new consciousness and essentially be someone else.
Yeah.
If I could, I would be happy to send you home. I don't have a means to do so.
He seems appreciative of that. But the you get the idea that the point of his summoning is at
To keep
his
us from passing.
Yeah.
That said, we would like to pass.
Could we trap him in any way?
That is something that is probably something we could do. I don't have any means to do so myself.
I got nothing for an elemental.
I
The only thing I have is an
before you
electric
found a
katana.
friend.
You got electricity, you got a frost katana, and you're probably low on his spells to create any type of barrier.
I have a curious question. How do you see?
How does he see? He has senses.
Yeah.
He says he can see just fine.
I'm sorry, I should clarify my question for you. Do you see with your eyes? Do you have eyes?
It will say
Or
yes.
is there another sense that you see with?
No, he'll say essentially it has eyes. It has vision. It has a vision.
Alright, this thing has vision. That being said,
I don't know what's going on.
I have one thing left that I can do, which is racial. So, everybody get your things ready, because this is happening, I guess. Jackson is not saying this in Auckland. I can create a cloud of fog.
Out of him?
The idea is that I can create a cloud of fog around a certain space, so he won't be able to see.
And we could just run by.
Well, I was thinking shock the shit out of him, but yes. That works too. Unless anyone has a bunch of oil, so we could really mess him up.
No, I don't keep oil on me.
No, I think our one person that can cast grease is not here.
I am right here. I just don't have
Oh,
it.
you can cast grease? Oh.
He did
It's
grease the
happening
entire
under the
last
wall.
game.
True, yes. I
But
was
yeah,
thinking
the
make it
only
cast
spell I
grease.
have left is Fog Cloud, because it's racial.
Now, is the idea to cast Fog Cloud and run by, or Fog Cloud and enter combat?
Jackson's idea is Fog Cloud and enter combat, but everyone else is smarter than Jackson.
Well, in fairness, it's not a threshold to hit, so it's not that impressive.
Because I mean, we could run down the stairs. If he chases us, we could enter combat if he chases us. But
Get ready for it then. On three then.
I've been ready. I don't know how more ready it could be.
1, 2, Jackson's casting Fog Cloud.
Okay, now, Fog Cloud, how far is the radius on Fog Cloud?
It is a 20-foot radius.
Okay.
That is what Jackson's telling everyone to get ready, because We're not going to see where we're running after a moment.
That's what I was thinking, yes. Because fog is going to fill the room. So you have to run
Get
towards...
ready. Point yourselves towards the stairs and get
We
ready
should
to run
focus on the
forward.
stairs. Yeah.
All right, I want then... Oh my god, what are we going to use?
What do you want? Perception, performance, maybe athletics.
I was thinking athletics or even investigation to find out where the stairway is in the fog
I'm
as you're
going to
running.
choose investigation.
I'm
Okay,
using athletics.
All right.
That's my best stat.
everybody roll one of those stats as you run into the fog.
So my roll for athletics is 19.
Oh,
18.
23.
nice.
Natural 1.
No. The fish is floundering.
The fish is flab. How long have you been waiting to use that one?
It just came to me.
It's the best situation to roll a natural 1.
Jesus, Murphy.
He's gonna slip on his own fog.
All right, so
And it's perfect because we're all down the stairs.
everybody runs through the fog, feels the way on the doorway, starts going down the stairs. You have no idea. Jackson didn't follow you yet. Jackson will essentially run that way and get lost in the fog and turn around. I got everybody in order here. You guys ran down the stairs. We go back to the top of the round. The creature realizes something's up with the fog, and he starts trying to find who's there and stop them. So, just for Jackson, I'm going to do a D8, see where he ran. So he's got a 4. He's going to at least go to the right. Creature is going to run through the fog. He can't see either. He's going to be the other way. He's going to get a 2. He's going to go along the other wall. Creature's at the essentially southern wall. Jackson's at the northern wall. Creature's looking for
He's
you.
near the stairs.
Jackson, your go. Your turn.
I know I've hit a wall at least.
You've hit a wall at some point. You don't 100% know where you are. What do you want to do? You can hear the creature running around, looking for you.
This cloud will stay there for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
So Jackson's going to take a moment and try to reorganize his senses
Okay.
and slowly walk towards the stairs, trying to be stealthy.
All right.
I'm not wearing armor, so I don't have disadvantage for once, but
True.
I don't think I'm going to get the right direction.
Give me a perception. I'll give you this. If you roll high enough. All right.
I'm fucked.
All right, he's fucked.
Rolled a 1 again? Oh my god.
This
All
is
right.
great.
Kylo, you run down the stairs to another floor. Gather at the bottom. Everybody else runs in behind you. You realize everybody come down the stairs into this hallway. Jackson's not there.
Where's Jackson? Whose responsibility was it to tap Jackson on the shoulder and say we're going? Where's his buddy? Who was Jackson's buddy?
If I can't trust the buddy system, I don't know what to believe anymore.
Maybe we should have came up with that idea first.
Yeah, really. Find your buddy. Oh hell, I'll go back up the stairs see if I can find him.
All right, you run back up the stairs and you see the fog cloud. What do you want to do?
Jackson. Jackson, over here.
All right, you call out to him. All right, Jackson, you can hear immediately behind you Kylo calling you.
I will head towards that direction.
All right, that's enough to get him there. He'll start
Hit the
moving.
wall again? Tell me he hits the wall again.
No, he'll head towards the voice and pretty much we'll get there.
See him pass out.
You can hear the water elemental in the other room. Basically, we hates it forever, tricksy hobbits. As you make your way out of his room down into the stairway, the elemental looking for you in the fog beyond. Guys, get to
to do his job so he can't get fired.
Did what he should. Guys, get to the bottom of the stairs. Make your way off and away from that room. Go down the hallway. I'm assuming with
Hallway go.
hallway goes forward.
Does it go back against what we're already seeing there on the map, or is it going away from this hallway?
Going north. Up.
Going Oh, like north. Okay, north away. Like we're facing northwest. This is going west-east, right? The map that's there.
The map that's there, think of the top is north, the bottom is south.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So go north. Kylok and Branthrin in the front.
Sure.
Okay.
Hallway lit.
Hallway not lit here, but lit up ahead. Not too far ahead. Yeah, as you make your way up.
Straightaway hallway, or is it curve?
Straight hallway goes up ahead until you see some light again up ahead. It looks like this time a sconce with a torch in it. And the hallway kind of goes off like a Y. Right hand is open. Left hand seems to be closed. You see a series of what look like the edges or the back end of keys. 4 of them into a stone slab in the middle of the Y against the wall. Looks like they've all been turned, and the hallway to the right is open before you. Looks like somebody passed through here and
So the
opened.
Dragonborn have already been through.
They've been through and they opened the hallway to the right.
And they didn't close it.
They did not close it.
That's rude. We should go tell them.
Letting all the air out.
Continue on.
But are we going right? Or do we want to open up left and see what's in there?
Are we trying to catch up to the Dragonborn?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I just want to make sure we all want to do that.
Yeah, they already had an hour head start on us from the short rest.
Let's continue on.
All right. Continue on. You guys make your way down the right-hand hallway. It is got some light. Again, you're going to kind of leave the split where the torchlight is and go down this hallway, another little hallway. It's not that long. It's about 60 feet until past that you can see a door frame in another room lit up just beyond.
Even doors in this place, just door frames.
As we continue down, Kylok, are you heading towards the room up ahead with the light, or what are you doing?
Yeah, everybody's moving toward the door.
Okay.
Toward the room. Okay.
Branthrin,
We will
give...
stop at the door frame, though.
Perfect. Branthrin, give me a wisdom save. A wisdom check. I'm sorry, check.
Oh, that's different. I mean, not really, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not much different.
10.
10? Okay. Who's after Branthrin?
Probably not Jackson because he was the
I'll
last
go
one down the
next.
stairs.
Wait, did I not get hit by this?
No, you
Yeah,
went
I
towards the
can-
door frame.
Okay.
I'll follow behind Branthrin.
Okay. Give me
Wisdom
a
check?
wisdom check.
16.
16. Whoa. You stop. Something's not right. You notice Kylok was going towards the door frame. He was going down the hallway. And then he kind of slowed down and stopped. Branthrin was following right behind him. Kind of was walking, and then he's kind of slowing and stopped.
Is everything okay?
They don't seem to react.
I use message to each of them. Are you guys all right?
All right. You guys, you're conscious. You feel your skin's kind of burning. You can't move that well.
First.
Something's wrong. You feel held in place.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of held in place. It's a little bit burning. Skin's itching.
Kind of held in place, a little bit burning, skin's itching. I try and grab them and pull them back.
You put your arms forward, you immediately hit something. Something's there. Feels a little acidic, gelatinous.
Gelatinous blob.
How come I didn't get a save?
You went right in it. You went to the door frame.
I went to the door frame and stopped.
Yeah, you did.
Jackson, get over here. They're stuck in a cube.
Oh, great. Jackson will come over.
There's Branthrin. All right, Jackson, you make your way up and you look, and as your eyes adjust, right in front of you, almost invisible, is this thin layer of gelatinous goo. Seems to be filling the hallway.
They got Roombas. Great.
At this point, we'll use our initiatives from here because it makes sense. Ba, 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 ba. You guys can't breathe and you're restrained. Give me a strength check from Kylok and Branthrin.
Thanks, Nick.
Strength check.
Strength check 15.
Okay. Let's see,
9.
Branthrin. 9. Okay. Kylok, you're able to push forward. You can move forward another 5 feet. You feel yourself moving through the thing super hard, but
Do I
you're
want
able.
to? Or do I want to move backwards?
Branthrin's behind you. You have to go around. It's up to you. I mean, it's big. So essentially, you're in like the traditional 5-foot hallway,
Yeah.
right? And this thing is filling about, so far anyway, as far as we know, about 10 feet of squares, like in a straight line. You know what I mean? And he's
How
tall.
far am I already in?
You'd be 10 feet in.
So I'm almost out.
Well, we don't know how long he goes, but we know that beyond him is a doorway in the other room. He can't be that. He's just in the hallway. It's not all the way through.
Okay. I'll push my way through that.
All right, so you're moving forward as you go. On his turn, you do take acid damage. I'm going to roll it on here because I think it's easier. Let me see if I can. $21. Okay, so 21 points of damage as you're pushing through this thing. You're burning. You can feel the acid eating away at your skin. You're making your way out of this thing to the room beyond. You're hoping
I'm out.
it's just going to end. You're not essentially out yet. You're 5 more feet, but you can't see. The problem is you can't see the end, but you think, man, I got to be almost out. I got to be close. Type thing. Branthrin, what did he get? A 9?
Yeah.
He made no movement. He's 5 feet in. Same damage.
How much was it, sorry?
21.
21 damage.
21 acid damage. I'm going to call that the creature's turn. Jackson's
We're
turn.
not getting out of this alive. This dungeon.
Oh, ye of little faith.
Jackson, your
I mean,
turn.
the dungeon. I don't
Branthrin,
necessarily mean this encounter. I mean the dungeon. Is
Branthrin's about 5 feet from you.
Gonna ask Jackson. Wow. Jackson's gonna ask if Branson wants to try to go forward or back.
Forward.
Okay.
That's what he sounds like too in the
Forward.
How far is this hallway? Could I get a running start?
From here, 5, 10, 15, 20, about 20 feet.
So yes, I could get a running start.
Shield
boy.
bash.
You'd be running and jumping into Jello.
Mm-hmm.
How did they get out of it in the movie?
And Kylo has not gotten to the door yet.
No, it looks like he's close. He's 15 feet in. Bearded. That's
I'm gonna
awesome.
go back 10 feet.
Okay.
I'm gonna get ready to run forward once Kylo has gotten to the door. I'm just gonna dash forward.
Okay. Keep that.
Run straight into Branthrin.
Keep that in mind. Kylok's actual turn. So Kylok, if you're going forward, give me another strength check.
Hello. Nice. This time we got 12.
You got 12?
Yep.
No, not enough. Okay, didn't make any progress. Essentially, no. That's all you can do on your move. Okay. All right. Kai and Kara just kind of thing at this for a minute. Branthrin, you want to go forward? Give me a strength check.
An 11.
11? All right. He's getting nowhere. All right. He didn't make it. Who's my last name I have scratched into the pen? Clerval.
I'm going to attempt to use my telekinesis to help push them through.
Oh, okay. How far can they get pushed?
5 feet.
Okay. All right. What should we oppose this with? Or what do you have to do?
Well, like, it would normally be an opposed strength check to beat it from me. Like,
Okay, fair enough. You know what? I'll use... Let me
you
look.
want to use its
Yeah.
strength.
Let me look up its strength real
It's
fast.
14 plus 2.
If it's a normal one, yeah.
Yeah, that's large ooze unaligned.
I'm gonna use... let me see.
Immune to blind, charmed, deafened, exhaustion, frightened, prone.
Okay, I'll roll. Yeah, got a 5.
Okay. So I'd succeed. It wouldn't beat my DC, so
Okay, so Branthrin's another 5 feet in, so he's essentially 10 feet. Kai Lok would be 15. Oh no, he is 15, right? So he would be 20. So he's out. You're out.
yeah, I can only get one of them. I can't be pushing multiple people.
Oh, who are you gonna get then?
I'm going to get Kyle because he's almost out.
Okay.
Maybe he can help from the other side.
All right, Kai Lok goes out.
And I'm pretty sure he's going to die if he's in that acid any longer. He already had to go into acid once, and it didn't work out well last
Did
time.
not work out well last time. It's not working out great this time.
The acid calls to you. All right, you're out the other side. There's a room beyond, but you look back and you can see Branthrin in there. He's like, "Oh, help me out!" He's frozen in the ooze.
Sounds more like.
Exactly.
Pretty much. All right, creature's turn. Creature's basic action here is to do acid damage to Branthrin, of which he will. So he will do... How do I re-roll that same thing? Can I do it again from here? Nope, I gotta do it from here. 23 points of acid damage as it's trying to digest Branthrin further.
That thing's hungry.
That
Oh my god. I better get out of here or I'm.
Well, maybe if he eats Brandon, he won't be hungry for the rest. He'll just spit the rest of us out the other side so we can just go through.
Yeah, the
There you
bones. All right, Jackson's turn.
Jackson's going for a dash and running straight into Branthrin.
Is your intent to push him?
Crazy
Yes.
trait.
Okay. All right. Give me a strength check anyway, just for fun, as you rush in there.
How's
Claire
a
Val's-
dirty 20?
Oh, nice. Okay. You run in with...
I was looking at him, shaking his head.
Dirty 20, I'm going to give you the full thing. You run in with full force, knock him and yourself the full 15 feet through this thing and out the other side.
It's just straight up a run and a shield bash into Branthrin, just pushing him forward.
Boom, just knock him right through.
I'm going to
Because
sidestep out of their way.
because
Come
you
through.
got a 20 and you burst right through this thing. Obviously, combat, we're in 6-second rounds or whatever. There's a momentary hole in this thing for where Jackson shield bashed a hole right through it. Kylo, your turn. Those two come bursting out the other side.
I'm going to quickly take a look around the room. What's in the room?
Okay, you put your eyes over into the room just to see. Okay, you look inside the room and see a large statue of what looks like a divine humanoid female with a golden cat mask standing in the corner, kind of broken but still identifiable. At the room center is a black obelisk that's been now broken in half. Rubble lies on the floor. The giant divine humanoid cat statue has this big golden mask and holds a bow in its hand.
Okay. Is there any torches lit? Fire? Anything?
There is a torch that seems to be in the room. Looking at it, you don't see any smoke coming off of it. Looks like it's a magical torch of some type that's been in the room for quite some time.
Magic torches do fire damage?
No.
I don't know what good I can do if I stick my sword into this thing. It's gonna get acid damage. Is there a chair or anything?
Definitely no chair in this room.
Box.
No box.
What,
A rug.
what would be
Is
in
there a
the
rug?
box?
There's just a floor. There's broken parts of an obelisk made out of a dark obsidian type material on the floor. Statue at the far end.
How big is the piece of obsidian?
It's rubble, so I mean it could be small to big. You know, it's like think of a large, tall obelisk, way bigger than you, maybe 10, 14 feet. Half of it's broken, smashed on the floor.
I'm looking for a big chunk to throw into the hole.
Sure, you find a big chunk.
Can I throw it in the hole?
Give me a strength check to pick it up, throw it. You're throwing it into the ooze, I assume?
Yep.
Okay.
It is a 20. No, it's a 19.
Okay. Pick up a big chunk of obsidian off the floor, walk over and chuck it into the ooze. Hits it like stone going into pudding and goes inside.
I don't know what that did, but
I don't know. I thought you knew. Okay. All right.
I'm not well versed in fighting gelatinous cubes. So
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm gonna be here.
All right. Kai and Kara are gonna be at the other side. Kara will bend down and look through the hole. She'll be like, does it go forward or is that just the end? Should we wait for you?
It goes forward. Yeah, there's a room here.
No, but beyond the room, she's asking.
I don't know what else. I didn't see much else.
Looks like-
Do I see a doorway?
No doorway.
No doorway, just a room.
Do you want us to come?
Not through the ooze.
Okay, she'll wait then. All right, Branthrin. You come out the ooze. You can breathe again. You're covered in the goo, but you're on the far side. Jackson's there. He knocks you through. You look into the room. You see the same thing. You're laying on the ground, kind of look up. You can see this giant half obelisk in the center of the room. Large room. Far back corner in the right-hand back corner. Big, tall, divine kind of female statue in like white robes and silver trim. Big golden cat mask. One arm still there with a bow. The other arm broken off.
Everybody's through this gelatinous thing.
Just the three of you.
Three of us.
Is the hole still there?
Yeah,
For now.
for now.
It's got a piece
I'm
of
gonna
obelisk.
I'm gonna toss my rope through it, but hold on to one end. So
Oh.
hopefully someone on the other side grabs it.
Okay.
And they can pull them through.
Okay, you make way quickly into your pack, grab your rope, toss it through to the other
I lost my
side.
rope. I had a rope once. It burned.
If you didn't have it, I'll give you inspiration for that. It's a great idea. So on your sheet, there's a spot where you can check for inspiration. It allows you to re-roll any one roll you failed.
Yep.
All right, sick, cool. All right, so he did that. Clairvel.
What's the plan here, guys? You've given us a rope. Is this so we can pull you back, or are you trying to pull us through?
Grab the rope. We're gonna pull you through.
Grab the rope. He can pull you through.
Yeah, but didn't you say it's a dead end on that side?
So far, we haven't had a real good look yet. There's a statue in here. Up to you if you want to come through.
I don't want to come
Totally.
through. I think you're in a dead end.
All right.
I'll hold
so-
on to the rope here and help pull you guys out, but like it's
You're
gonna
gonna-
get eaten up by the acid pretty quick.
Are we ending combat then?
Oh, there's just a gelatinous cube with a hole in it. It's still here. It's still gonna eat us.
All right,
It might come to eat you.
he's giving you, he's asking you and giving you information.
And I'm gonna say to him again, I don't know what to do with this thing. Don't have anything that can attack it.
Were you when you threw the rock? I thought you were just throwing a rock. Were you trying to attack it?
I was trying to, yeah, sure. Trying to throw it through the hole, keep the hole in it.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, that won't work.
No, I know. It's improvisation.
All right, you guys have a conversation. Clarel's asking you, are you exploring that room and coming back, or do you think it leads on and we should go through? Basically.
We'll get back to you on that.
Okay. All right. That's fair. That's fine.
Okay, was there any other way out of this? Like through the other rooms? There's just that other room we didn't go into, right?
The room that you're looking into right now with the obelisk didn't have a way out. It didn't look like it did. It looked like a dead end.
So far.
So far. We'll do this. We'll go to Creature's turn. Nobody's in it. Nothing's going to happen. He's not going to bother to chase you. Nothing like that. Jackson, we don't have to go in order, but because, whatever. Jackson's up first. He's on the other side.
Jackson has that gleaming longsword that can't get dirty.
There you go.
So does a 15 hit?
15 will hit.
You're going to clear the doorway for us. Okay, we'll look around.
That'll be 14 slashing, and then a natural 20 on the next one.
Nice. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is 10 plus 3 plus 2. 15 on the slash, and then 9 on the other damage for that.
Wow. All right.
Yeah, Jack's just going to hack at his goo since it's in the way anyway.
Yeah. Jackson lays into it with the sword, just cutting holes in it.
Yeah, Jack does realize that this sword is like expressly made for dealing with this sort of shit.
Perfect.
He just starts cutting it, chopping into it, doing all that kind of stuff. Kylo, you would be essentially next. The hole is going to close up. The rope's still in it. You kind of like see your pathway to Clarel close up that you were talking to. The rock's in there. Jackson's smacking away at it. He's attacking it. Whether that's working or not, you can't visibly tell, but that's what he's doing.
How much can I do in this room?
What do you want to do?
Can I look around?
Sure.
Can I look for another way out?
Give me an investigation or perception, whatever you want to do. Tell me where you're going to look and how you're going to look.
Okay, I got a 20.
Okay.
So natural 20 plus 4 for perception, so 24.
All right.
I want to investigate the room, but more so toward where the statue is. And the obelisk.
Behind you in the doorway, Branthern was putting the rope through. Jackson was hacking away at it. You walk alone into the room, looking up at this obelisk at the center of the room. It's still fairly high, broken sheer in half, smashed onto the ground. The statue in the far corner is very tall, maybe 16 feet high or so. It has one arm. It's holding this big golden bow. Looks very impressive, very divine, godlike, the statue. The room itself is not decorated too amazing. It has some tile work here and there. With a high roll, you can see that across the room, there's the remnants of a large arrow that's stuck in the wall, in the far wall. Look like it came from the statue maybe, or something like that at one time. You walk into the room, you feel dwarfed by this large statue in the corner of the room. Using your perception, you look around. The walls seem pretty solid. You walk up to one of the far walls, kind of smack your fist on it. Pretty solid. Nothing there. Don't see any hints of a doorway or a hallway beyond or anything like that.
How Branthern always feels. No hints of doorways.
Not that you could find or see that was there. You searched well, like you had a good perception.
Can I pull the arrow out of the wall?
Walking back to the wall you came from, essentially, the wall where the guys were attacking this thing, but at like a different side, right? Southern wall, we'll say, but like the left-hand side. You look up, and it's up pretty high, and it's a large arrow, almost like a great bow arrow type thing, stuck in the wall. Shaft of the thing looks silver, and it looks buried in the wall, like it's in there. Good.
Do I see the same arrows anywhere else in the room?
No, just the one.
Just the one.
Yeah.
Is the bow part of the statue?
The bow is in the statue's hand.
But it's not part of the statue.
It's made out of gold, just like the mask kind of stands out. It's not made of stone.
It's not fully encased in the stone?
No.
No. How big is the bow?
The bow, I think it's large, is just one size category bigger than medium. So we'll say it looks like a bow for a large sized creature. It's a golden bow, flat, looks like it's been hammered, has some nice line work in it. Essentially very I don't know what word you'd use for that. Nice angles on it. Looks master crafted.
Oh, from Sears.
No.
Can I retrieve the bow?
How do you want to do that? Statue's 16 feet.
How high up is it from me?
It'd be in the creature's hand, so it's up high.
8 feet up?
A little 8 feet, a little higher maybe, yeah.
So I can't reach it. Can I reach the bottom of the bow?
From the ground, no.
How big's the bow?
Right now it would be for a large-sized creature. Just stand up there.
And how are they holding it?
In the hand. One hand outstretched, the other hand broken off.
Like they were drawing the bow?
Yes.
I'll be right back, guys.
Sure.
So I can't touch the bottom of the bow?
I'm going to say no because they like this, right? They had it angled. You know what I mean? 16 feet.
Angled. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's angled. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Statue
Damn it.
doesn't look like it's not climbable. It's a statue. You could probably climb it.
All right, I'll start climbing the statue.
Give me athletics or acrobatics, something to get up there.
Just did. I rolled a 1.
All right, you feel dwarfed by the statue. You can't do too much. Kara and Kylok on the others,
it is, however, an 8, but it's still a 1.
Yeah, they're on the other side. They're hanging out right now. Branthrin, you had thrown the rope through. You saw the hole close. You saw Jackson attacking the ooze. He's taking little chunks of it off. Seems like he's doing something.
Well, my rope's probably destroyed now.
Bye-bye rope. At least part of it.
It's still in there. It's not destroyed.
I guess I'll pull the rope back through.
You're going to pull the rope through? You can see that the rope goes all the way through to the other side. Your allies could use it to pull you out.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I'll leave it there, and I'm trying to climb the statue.
Oh, you're going to go in the room?
Yeah, so I'll go in the room with, maybe I'll give him a help to the statue since he can't climb himself.
Turn around as Jackson's whacking on this thing and look into the room. You see Kylok. He made his way to the far end of the room, and he's kind of staring up at the statue, looking up at the bow in the hand. You make your way over there. Give me a, what's one of your higher checks, wisdom or intelligence? What's your stone work based on? Do you remember?
This is background, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably would be.
Give me an insight check.
Yeah.
Let's use insight.
No, let's not use insight.
Got nothing.
No.
What do you got? Wisdom or intelligence? Anything suit you?
How about nature?
It's a stretch, but I'll give it to you in this case.
No, boy.
Sure.
Maybe.
I'll give it to it just for
14.
All right, fair enough. Using your ability to know about stone from masonry and stuff like that, you can tell that the two main features of this statue are not stone, not part of the statue. They were fitted to the statue, that being the golden mask and the bow in the hand. They're definitely metal.
Well, we haven't seen a lot of metal here.
Do you wish to be boosted up?
Yeah. If I can be boosted up, I'm going to ask if you can boost me up, and I will.
You gonna take the You take the mask off, or you're gonna take the bow off?
Both.
Okay. Give me either acrobatics or athletics with advantage. So roll it twice, take the better roll.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, that was 15.
26.
26?
Yep.
Nice. All right. Kylok assists and boosts you up. You climb up this
I
thing.
got a 15 for athletics.
Okay, so you help him, you boost him up. He gets up there, Branther, and he scurries up this thing. You can remove the bow from the hand. It is big. Do you want to hand it down to Kylok?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna toss
All right.
it down to him.
Hand that down
Yeah,
to Kylok. Kylok, you reach up and grab this thing, and it begins lowering down. As it comes down, as it's coming down, you're watching it. The perspective of it is a little weird. You can swear it's shrinking as it's coming down until it fits in your hand, almost the size of a longbow. Brantherin goes all the way up, and you remove this amazing golden cat mask, almost oval shaped, with the image of this cat-like deity on the mask. Underneath is just a carved rock version of the same thing. But you take this down, it has like sapphire eyes or sapphire gems in the eyes. And like this thing looks amazing, artisan crafted. Like one of the best you've ever seen. Pure gold, sapphires in it. You know, all like amazingly crafted. Make your way down with that. It's same thing. By the time you get to the bottom, almost the size of like a humanoid mask, standard medium-sized humanoid mask.
Okay. I'm gonna put it in my bag.
Okay, all right. Keep a note that you got it in your bag.
We're gonna call this a cat mask.
Yeah, as I put it in my hand and feel the weight of it, I draw the bow. Draw
Oketra.
the string.
Oketra mask.
I want to see if anything happens when I pull the string on the bow.
Give me a strength check.
18.
All right. It is tight, but you're able to pull that. And with the way it compresses back and the aim and the soft, like the quality of this bow, you can take it to be better than anything you've used before.
Does anything form?
Nothing forms just by pulling it back, no.
Okay, so no magic arrows.
No magic arrow.
I don't have any arrows. I'm not using my other bow.
There is a big arrow in the wall.
I know there's a big arrow in the wall, and we're gonna get that next. But it's only
We're
one.
going to get that next.
Might be a magical returning arrow. Let's hope so.
I mean, if not, you know what you're looking for with the enchanters.
Yes.
I think that was Brantherin. Clairval. You're at the far end. You see two of them leave, and Jax is hacking at this thing. You still got message
Can
up?
I
I don't
pass
know.
message through the gelatinous cube here?
Yeah.
What are we doing here, gentlemen? What is the plan?
We're working on it.
They're looting. I'm dealing with this so that we don't have to run through it again.
Are we attacking this thing then?
I
You
mean,
got something to attack it
you
with?
do not have to if you do not want to.
I do not want to.
Good. More for Jackson.
We'll eat some beans or something.
Creature's turn, essentially. Creature's turn, I'm sorry. Will attack Jackson because it is. Jackson is attacking it, or it will attempt to. Ooh, with a 19,
Yeah.
which will give you only 8 points of bludgeoning damage, but some acid damage with that.
Who has a pseudopod?
Oop,
that I
wrong
can
one.
attack with? Oh, wow. That does a lot of damage.
16 acid damage. That's all it does. It attacks you back. It kind of like forms and smacks at you. Gives you some acid damage. Slap. Gives you slappies. Jackson's turn.
Okay.
You realize you're hurting it. You are attacking. You are hurting it.
with that realization, Jackson's going to start experimenting. Jackson is going to, what's that feature? Okay, yeah, I will do Booming Blade.
All right.
For 22 to hit,
22 will get him.
12 on the slashing, and
Okay.
then it takes 5 on the thunder. And then if it moves, it takes 15 on the thunder, because I rolled
Nice.
max damage for that. That's terrifying. And then, because of War Magic, the Eldritch Knight feature, I get to slash it again.
Go for it.
For an 18 for 9 slashing.
9. Okay. All right. Perfect. Okay. All right, Jackson, you're cutting this thing up. You can see it losing some of its body here. It's turning into, I guess, water on the ground as it's falling away.
Cutting the gelatin out.
Cutting the gelatin out. Kylok, you were messing with the bow.
Yep, I'm gonna get Branthrin and push him up to the arrow.
Okay, you
And
guys
launch the arrow on his turn.
kind of walk to the other end of the room. Give him a foot up.
See if you can get that down.
Be the NPCs are waiting. Branthrin's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna reach for them.
Okay. All right, give me a strength check.
Both of us, or just
No,
him?
just Branthrin, yeah.
Just him.
10.
All right. He goes up there and he tries to pull this arrow out of the wall. That thing ain't budging. It's large, and it's embedded into the wall.
Is it stone?
It's not stone. It's definitely metal.
No, the wall. Is the wall stone?
The wall stone, yeah, the wall stone.
I'm gonna take my mason tools out and start working on this.
All right, okay. Could carve the wall, nice. All right, Clerval.
I hate everything about this whole situation.
Because you can't do anything. I know. I can't do anything either.
I'm gonna look at the ooze. Hey, you watch yourself, or he's gonna drink you. Fish you out.
It's super dumb.
I need a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god.
A little wiser
Oh.
than it is smart.
I rolled a 2, it has a -2.
It takes 5 points of psychic damage and has disadvantage on its next attack roll.
That's awesome. Well, it is its turn, and it is going to attack back at Jackson with disadvantage, which worked.
Did it roll less than 11?
I got a 9.
Okay,
It's not going to be able to hit you. That's the creature. Jackson's turn.
that's relieving.
Oh, it did technically move.
Yep.
It did move.
Yeah, give it Booming Blade.
15 booming blade damage, yeah.
Stupid block of.
All right, you see parts of this thing just start falling down, ripping apart. He's like shrinking and tearing apart. He's still kind of there.
Drax is just going to start spinning and sword burst.
All right.
So it gets to go ahead and make a strength save.
Okay.
Is it a strength save? Dex save, sorry.
Deck safe. Well, it's even
DC
worse.
14.
All right, no. 3.
It takes 10 force damage.
Nice.
And then, because Jackson is spinning, he's going to hit it with the sword. 18 to hit for 14 slashing.
All right, you hit it with force. You turn around, you smash it with the sword. This thing kind
Jackson's
of.
just having fun at this point.
You're just beating the hell out of it. You see, this thing just like melts. It just melts onto the ground, goes off on everybody's boots. All the bones of the shit and the random things in it fall to the ground, and this thing pretty much clears the hallway. Turns
Wonderful.
it to a lake of gooey crap on the ground.
Nice job, Jackson.
Kylok, you're holding up Branthrin. Kai and Kara can see through. They kind of make their way through, watching their feet as they go through to avoid to avoid acid on their boots. And Branthrin,
Ew, I stepped in it.
I stepped in this.
There's dead ooze all over my shoe.
Branthrin, you're on the other side. You work your tools until you can loosen this arrow. Giant arrow comes out in two hands. You hold it over your head. Silver type arrow. Front of it's crushed as it went into the wall. Again, kind of as you bring it down, it will shrink to almost the size of a normal arrow, a little bit larger. But it doesn't look like it's in great shape. It's been fired and hit a wall, so.
I'll pass it down to Kevin.
All right.
Thanks. I guess I'm not. I guess we don't have to use it against the ooze, but I have it.
It would
So I'll
match
put it
up to
to-
almost a standard arrow, but it would be silver, and the head's
Okay.
bunk.
Is it? It's not gold like the other thing.
Nope.
Womp, 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 womp.
It's okay.
Clarvel.
Just needs repair.
Over, pulling my pants up a bit so I don't fucking ooze all over it. All right, so since they've taken the mask off of the statue, what do I see when I look at it now?
It would be essentially a stone version of the mask faced as well. The gold was like over top of it, covering essentially the same thing.
And I recognize it as one of the deities that we saw earlier.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to show the mask to everyone.
Okay.
Look
They
what I
take a
found.
look at it.
He pulls his deity mask out of his loot bag that he's defiled from this god.
Yeah. Say, I wonder what Kira has to say about this. I sit back and I like take some popcorn out and just.
You had popcorn this whole time.
That's some sort of ration.
All right. So what's the mask? Does the mask do anything, Branthrin, or does it just look really nice that we could probably sell it for a lot of money if we ever get off this
I'm gonna hand it
hell's
over
plane?
to you and say, "Here, you want to try it?"
I don't want it.
Okay.
He
I
wants
insist you
it.
keep
He
it.
totally wants it.
All right, so you guys come into the room. As you guys enter the room, you see that there was this statue in the corner, this obelisk in the middle of the room. At the far wall, there was an arrow that had been shot into the wall. The guys have retrieved a bow, and they've retrieved this mask. They cannot find a way out of this room. They're looking around. They found nothing.
Looking up.
The Dragonborn couldn't have gone this way. There was a giant ooze in the hall.
Yeah. I think you made a wrong turn.
Possibly. They might have closed the door.
I don't think so. They haven't closed a single door behind them yet.
There's no doors in this place. I want to take a look at the obelisk.
Okay.
Actually, I want to look at the. I want to stand between the obelisk and the statue, and I want to just see if they look like they should be in this room.
They do look like they should be in this room. They were,
Does it look like they were made in this room?
especially, yes.
Okay. Have we seen any obelisks that look like this before?
No. Maybe in other places, like in your journeys, but not so far on this plane.
Let's do a history check. Obviously, I don't know the history of this place, but the history of and importance of a deity, statue, and an obelisk.
Hmm.
From what I know,
Hmm.
what can I glean with a 19?
It looks like the room was specifically tailored to this deity and what was going on in here. It's so hard to figure out from what's here, but there was some kind of challenge or trial or something that took place in this room. You assume?
Trial room?
Yeah.
Like a faith trial or like an actual
Could be.
judicial
Yeah.
trial?
No. Yeah, like a faith trial, something like that. Yeah.
judging from the history that I now know of this place, because we've seen the illusionary images in that, was this one of the original deities that was replaced by the god pharaoh?
Correct.
And do I remember anything that it specifically said about this deity?
Just said it was slain.
Like what was her role in the pantheon?
I don't think you got that.
I didn't have a specific
It didn't
role.
give a role.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I know some of them kind of gave a role, but
Know your role and shut your mouth.
What?
Yeah, what? What?
The bod says this.
So you have to say it like Stone Cold. What?
What? The bard says this. The bard says.
It doesn't matter.
Gonna shine this obelisk up, turn it sideways. Shove it up your candy ass. Shine it up real nice.
That's what you can glean out of that from what you can.
So the other thing I glean is that this is metal. We haven't seen metal.
Correct.
Because we've got silver, gold, and some other metals.
Mm-hmm.
And the only other place we saw metal was in the snake room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the snake room. Yeah, because it was all the gold,
Mhm.
right? Because it was a treasure room.
Yeah, all the offerings.
All right. Well, I will stow the arrow and the. Well, I don't have. I'll tie it to my. I don't know. I'll tie it to my belt, so I can hold on to the arrow.
Okay.
And I'll put the bow with my other bow across my back.
Okay. All right.
Is there anything else? There's nothing else in this room. No tables, no.
There's nothing. Nothing else. It looks like you said, this room was for something.
No candles. No.
Nope.
Nothing. No instruments of the trial are here.
No, it looks like the obelisk has been smashed.
Any vents?
No vents.
Bookshelves? No
Nope.
bookshelves.
Nope.
All right, so I guess we have to go back to the other passage, which begs the question: did they know that they were setting a trap for someone, or did they just do it out of the way they normally do things?
We can go and ask them when we find them. If they speak our language.
Make your way out of
always,
this.
always get your friend the water elemental to translate for you.
Make your way out of the room, past the gelatinous cube, back to the little Y intersection. What do you want to do here?
Go the other way.
Look down at the little stone device there in the middle of the Y intersection. There were the ends of keys, it looked like, that were in the stone, 4 of them. They were turned. The other way is walled off.
Turn the keys.
Reach down, turn the keys. You hear a grinding of stone. The left hand hallway opens, the right hand hallway closes. You can see a hallway leading off, opposite direction of the one on the right.
I think they went that way.
You don't say.
No, I do say.
In fact, did just say. Somebody else is taking point, though. I am not fit to do so.
Yeah, neither am I. Blair Val, you look nice and clean. Why don't you go first?
You
That
look
is
nice
the
and
worst
clean.
idea.
Apparently, I'll take the lead.
All right.
That is probably the worst idea, so Jackson will also go up front.
All right. You guys go up front. Give me perception rolls as you both make your way down the hallway on the left.
17.
Perception 10.
All right. Guys, make your way down there, down the hall to about approximately the same amount of time it took you to get to the room on the right where the cat statue was. As you get to the room on the left, and make your way through a doorway into a room. It's a large chamber, about the same size as the one on the right, but this one is completely dark, and at the far end, a magic circle is drawn on the ground and has a slight glow to it.
Knowledge Arcana.
Okay.
Same.
Oh, there we go. 17.
14.
Make your way over into the room. As you enter the
Through another
room,
gelatinous cube.
as you two enter the room, something feels off. Give me a wisdom save,
shit.
both.
Natural 1.
Okay.
Oh.
And a 4.
All right. You feel almost like you're being watched. Make your way across the room over to the magic circle on the floor and look at it with the knowledge of Arcana. This looks like a magic circle using conjuration magic. You can see the auras coming off it and the magical incantations used in it.
And it is glowing, you said?
Has a faint glow to it, as if briefly used in the last while.
All right. Looking at the circle itself, does it suggest anything that might be summoned through it?
You think there's a note that says demon enter here?
More like a, can we tell by looking at it what this might summon?
You've seen summon circles before in your journeys, and you've even, I think, had some notes on them purposely, Jackson.
Yes, 3
Uh,
different demon summonings.
Doesn't look like this. Doesn't look like a summoning circle. Different type of conjuration magic.
More like some sort of binding then?
Am I using the right word? I think I am. Let me double check my word. Yep. Oh, I'm right. I'll check one thing, just to make sure I got it right. Doesn't look like a binding. Doesn't look like a summoning. Give me what's higher for you, intelligence or wisdom?
Intelligence by a mile.
Give me an intelligence check. You've seen this before.
21.
You've seen this in the Elven lands, in the towers.
Oh.
Transportation.
Oh, that's good to know.
Having served in the Elven Court, wouldn't Clairval kind of recognize something like that?
It's not Elven. It's he would understand it as teleportation magic.
I have that book that I took.
Yes.
Flip through this book. Are there any empty pages or anything that matches this?
Nothing that matches it, but there's empty pages.
Okay. Jackson's gonna go ahead and see if there's anything that he can use for ink on his purse.
Give me again a check from when we fell into the acid. If you still have like a kind of like a quill and ink or something like that.
I do not.
All right.
So what Jackson's gonna do is, because he has beat the shit, he's gonna wipe his own blood and draw it onto paper.
Use a pen, Sideshow Bob. You draw in blood this this circle into the book and make some notes about it.
The page is gonna be
Dude.
sticky when I open it next.
No, dude. I literally
have a
hand him
pen? Do you have one?
Yeah.
He's a bard. He has a pen.
I wasn't sure if he brought that stuff with him.
Have you not seen him writing prose the whole time he walks around here?
Touche.
All right.
Sitting on a statue earlier, writing prose.
You use the pen instead of the blood, make a whole bunch of notes and whatnot into there. You realize, okay, it's a magical circle. It's in this room. They went this way. It's teleportation magic type thing. Clairvel and Jackson are checking this out. What are you guys doing?
I'm getting my pen back after.
Yes.
We got Kylo Branthrin.
Trying to remember if we still have the activation thing that we had for the other circles.
That was elven magic, different thing.
Elven
But you
magic
do
works
know
out.
that rock, or whatever they gave you, was tied to that circle, right? It was an activation item. You had to have that to go through that teleporter. If you didn't, it didn't work.
Oh,
We need an activation item. Did anybody pick it? Oh wait, we have the bell.
We do have the bell. We also have the cloak that Jackson's wearing, and we have the book and the rod.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be any of those items. We don't know.
What
Could
what
also
were
be
the
the big heavy object they were lugging about.
what were the Dragonborn wearing again? Because we took some of their stuff.
The necromancers just had cloaks.
Okay, so they don't have anything.
Weren't they also wearing those amulets?
They did have amulets. You're right. They did have amulets with 2 towers on there, or horns, or whatever they were.
Somebody took. We took 2 of those amulets. I don't know who took them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jackson
great.
is wearing one.
Okay.
The red one.
Well, why don't you try to activate the teleport circle? What else is in this room?
I don't know. You tell me.
As I walk into the room. Let me-
Give me an investigation, perception, whatever you want.
Natural one.
Nothing.
I got nothing, guys. I don't see anything else in this room. I'm almost blind. I don't know what I must hit my head back there.
I will walk
I
into
think
the
I got
room
some
as
glue
well.
in my eyes, or some ooze in my eyes.
Go for it,
Can't see.
Branthrin. Give me something there.
I will also see fuck all.
Doesn't Clairvel have the eyes of the eagle? Don't those help him?
I don't have them on. They're in the bag of holding.
Mm.
I could put them on, but it just gives me advantage to perception.
Hmm.
Wait, let me get the eyes of the eagle.
I'm like, you
Put on your glasses, blind man. I say, not wearing mine.
Here, I will try again. That time we got 11 and ooh, that's better. 22.
All right. You look around the room as you're trying to figure this out and thinking, hey, man, in the Elven lands, we used an activation item, this, that. Did we have any? Oh, what's that? You look along the back wall, and you can see a thin line of light kind of just coming into the room, spilling into the room at the end on the back northern wall between some of the bricks.
Does it form a line, or is it like kind of just uneven?
Uneven.
Is it large enough to be a doorway?
Make your way over, start looking. Yeah, it's a doorway.
Okay. Maybe I got a knife I can borrow.
Yes, Jackson has a dagger you can use.
Okay. Is it a
Is
it a curse?
Yes.
Is it a cursed dagger? I don't want a I just want, like, if somebody has a bread knife.
I hand him my dagger.
Because mine got burned up in my backpack.
I don't want any curses. No
Jackson's
zombie
collecting
chicken.
those at this point.
those zombie turkey. I don't want to turn into a turkey myself.
Yeah.
All right, you take the dagger. What are you doing with it?
I'm kind of trying to chisel stuff away.
Okay, all right.
See if it'll give me more of an opening to grab.
You go over there and you start smacking at it a little bit with the dagger, chiseling away. Stick your eye up close and look through. You can see there's a chamber beyond. There's looks very old, very dusty, but you can see rays of light, and they're moving. They're moving every so often, back and forth. Light up, then they move, Then they do something else, cast a different shadow, here and there, beams of light, moving around in the room.
Can't get a good vision of that. There's some kind of light thing dancing around in the other room. It is a room. There is a door here. Can I try to pry the door, like pull the door open?
Give me a strength check.
Come on, dice, stop fucking me up. 11.
Not enough.
Okay. Anybody else want to take a try?
What are we rolling, sir?
Strength check.
Oh no. With a 21.
21. All right, he goes over there and just
Rips it off.
Just
pulls
shows
that.
you how it's done.
Rips it off the wall, and the light elementals in the other room just blast you. Electrical elementals.
All the elementals.
All the elementals.
Look at that.
Just makes you look like a little bitch.
Did you see the light coming through? You walked in here and didn't see nothing there.
He just hulks that, just pulls that down. The brick gives way to an old chamber that you're looking in, almost like a large room, rectangular, goes on for a while. On the right hand, the left hand side, there's images of suns, faces of suns, carved into the, or not carved into the wall, reliefed out of the wall. Light goes from the left to the right, from one sun to the other sun, and then it switches, and it'll go to one further down, and then back, and then this one will shoot over to there, then come back and shoot over to there, to a different one, all throughout the hallway. Hallway goes past your vision, beyond, dusty, old, that kind of thing. You stand there with Kylo looking down that thing, trying to figure out what the hell that is, as Clarvel and Jackson look at the teleportation circle, trying to figure that out. Kai and Kara milling about in the room, and that's a roll. Stop for today, being midnight. Awesome, guys.
Well, we got the shit kicked out of us again tonight.
You did.
There's still more shit to be kicked. Don't
Oh,
worry.
yeah.
There's
Oh,
a little,
yeah.
There's a little bit.
The pain is coming.
I'm gonna actually need some hit.
Hit points back.
Yeah. Yes, it will be.
I don't think anybody has any healing spells left. Or
Kara's got a little bit.
I'm at 19. So
Oh.
praise Lord.
I'm at 27.
Remind me at the beginning of the next game. I will give you some healing of what I have left. In Kara's little pouch there.
I don't know. I do have nothing. I have nothing.
All right.
I have a pendant. I have a pendant of joy.
You'd be happy when you die.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it gives me advantage on my next persuasion check.
Oh. That would have been handy.
That's it. I suppose.
Well, when
And
we
you
were trying to negotiate with the ooze,
Let me out, I'm joyful.
air element or the water
The
element.
water element, I would think,
Yeah.
but still. Yeah, well, you got him.
You have a mask you can put on.
I have two masks. I have a
Two masks put on.
I have the mask. What is it?
The blood spitting
mask
mask.
of blood, and it spits acid at the.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
But I'm afraid to put it on.
No, you're smart enough to not put it on. There's a difference.
Yeah,
Don't let Jackson
yeah,
get the hold of that one.
That's awesome.
Jackson is not smart enough to not put that on.
Jackson is collecting curses at this point.
Yeah.
So if we want to see it work, Jimmy Jackson.
All right,
And
guys.
then you have the unknown other one.
Yes.
Anybody I checked, I didn't see anybody on I know except for Plot Points Gaming, which are cool, but we did them a couple times. Anybody want to raid anybody or end her out?
Let's end her.
There's
Yeah, we could end her out. Unless somebody that Jackson knows is on.
We could
Well,
go.
I'm
we
out,
haven't
gentlemen.
in a while.
See
There
everybody
is one
next
I
week.
can-
All
See you,
right, see you
Drake.
guys.
let's
Have a
do.
good one.
Did you say you had someone, Jackson?
Well, there's some people that are playing some other games that we could raid out to.
Sure, that's
We
fair.
haven't raided Beat Up in Blue in a while.
Hey, you know what? That's a good one. Yeah, you're right. Let's do that one.
They're playing Mountain Blade 2.
That's fair. Let's do... they are on my list. Okay. Where'd they go? There they are. All right, let's go see B-Dub and Blue. They were good guys. They were doing D&D and raided us before. We're going to play out an ending movie, and then we're going to hit the raid if you guys want to come along and watch that. Say hello to the people there. That'd be awesome. But we'll see you next week. Check out the YouTube for the VODs and Twitch here as well. Kaldane streams. Jackson, you still stream?
I'm looking to get back into it once I got things organized this month.
Perfect. All right. Link some stuff up there. I'm going to throw the video and we'll hit the raid. Thank you guys for coming out and watching the D&D. We'll see you next week. Here we go.
I'm out. We'll see you later, guys.
See you, man.
Yeah.
Melancholy, fear the approaching doom. Know your fears, but don't let them consume. Innocence lost.